गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर् साक्षात् परब्रह्मन् तत्सै श्री गुरुवे नमः. So why spirituality? And more so, what is spirituality? This is a concept that has been truly mystical in nature ever since the inception of the human race. As the name itself implies, it begins from the word spirit. Now, it could mean multiple things from where you come from, but will, a soul, light, something that burns, is how this word begins. And the true essence of this phenomenon is in that fire that it represents. So, as the name implies, spirituality is when you rise above this duality of day to day life. The binary nature of existence, be it night and day, up and down, left, right, love, hate, me and you, us and them. Once something within us transcends that duality and moves towards a unity of sorts, that is somewhere the beginning of what true spirituality is. But why even spirituality in the first place? What is it that drives people to search for something so mystical and so out of the world? The day to day nature of our society, of the reality that we are in, mostly focuses on survival. We are too cyclical in nature with our thoughts, with our feelings, with our behaviors. We are too much into our patterns. And it's something that is not inherent, but manufactured daily by the very people in power that rule this world. So, when something so cyclical, when something so monotonous, when something so shallow becomes a reality, it is natural that our human consciousness strives to find something more. There is a part of us that wants something more, that wants more something than the eat, sleep, repeat cycle, especially the new generations coming in. We are not children of the past. We are children of an ever growing mountain of information and technology. And as the world becomes more and more fast paced, the rotations of the cyclical nature of society, they truly start to nip us in the bud. And that is where a natural human mind will want to seek something more, will want to question the nature of their reality. And spirituality so effortlessly has the power to give you that meaning. Now, I'm not talking about the veracity or the scientific nature of my claims, but I'm talking about the nature of the human mind to seek something more, to look for something more than us. Even through relationships, even through when we look for love in another person, we are seeking something more than us. And to me, that is what spirituality is. But the true essence of spirituality, as so humbly destroyed by Sadhguru in a video that he said, was spirituality is something that is of us, that is of humanity. He was talking about beings that did not come from this planet. And at the same time, he said spirituality is something which is inherent to us. humans. What he was trying to say was this part of our society is not the whole part, it's but a fraction of who we are. Our work is separate from our worship. Our sacred temples, our sacred beliefs, our sacred rituals and traditions, they are different. They are separate from what we are doing on a day to day basis. We have separated and fragmented our own society into so many sections, into so many parts, that even the most sacred part of reality is but a small corner of this room that we call life on earth. So, why this divide? Why is something sacred and something not? Why is our day to day life, be it our corporate life, be it our day job, be it the pension we receive, be it the studies that we are forced upon by the curriculum, why should that be separate from our idea of sacredness? Why should that be separate from what we consider to be deeply spiritual and meaningful to us? Spirituality is not just reading mantras or meditating or doing yoga. It is finding that effortless bliss of the moment, no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing. It is something so pure and so solitary that it defies our day to day structure, our day to day mechanical structure of life. And the tragedy here is that it is not something that is infallible. You don't need scientific explanations to understand what is spiritual to you, what is sacred to you, what is pure to you. From a simple flower to the smile of a small baby, anything and everything has the potential to be sacred from the lens that you look at through. And this is something which is truly missing from our world, from our reality. But there is something rising within people. There is something truly innate rising among people, irrespective of gender, belief system, or age. This fire that the spirit represents, it is rising. Year by year, people who would you have not even considered to get into concepts like these have started to delve deeper into what it is. With so much information so easily available, we are at a unique junction of space and time in our society. We are at a bend where spirituality, where this fire within us is rising. This fire to seek, to understand, and to finally know who we are. What are we doing here? What is our true purpose? What is our true identity? What are the threads of beauty that bind us and lead us to the ultimate reality? And this to me goes more from spirituality to even existentialism. To even exist is to be curious about where we are and where we are coming from. So, when this revolution in consciousness takes place, when people start breaking from the cyclical nature of not only society but their own mind, their own self, that is where truly this fire will be visible. And the fire of the collective, slowly rising from the individual, will light up the earth and become a beacon, a lighthouse to the cosmos.